Alright, hey guys, it's Asha. Welcome back to Reading with Toby. Today I am so excited to start another reading vlog with you all. I asked my community, I asked in the little community tab, which vlog should I start next, because I had no idea. It was between like a new release vlog, reading from 5-star authors, or reading like prize nominated books, and the new release vlog one. So I am super excited to start this. Go ahead and start with the TBR first. So the one that I am most excited about, probably my most anticipated release for 2025, is The Unworthy by Augustina Bastarrica. I'm so excited to get to this. It's a little short novel, so I'm hoping obviously I can finish it in a couple of days. The font is really big. I don't really know what it's about. I don't like to know too much going into books. There is a covenant, and there is someone in a cell cloistered away from the climate catastrophe that plunged the world into chaos. And I have read Tender is the Flesh by Augustina Bastarrica. Gave it a 5-star, one of my favorite horror books. So have been looking forward to reading another one from this author. So this is definitely gonna get read. The other new release is like kind of a new release, sorta, you'll see what I mean. But that is Model Home by Rivers Solomon. So this book came out in the US last year, but this copy, the UK edition, came out in February 2025, and I love this edition, so I figured this still kind of counts. This is another horror book, but this is more like literary haunted house vibes. I have not read yet anything by River Solomon, which is a shame. So I am super excited to get to this. This is definitely another priority of mine, and I truly love this edition. Like, I love the old school kind of horror font. I love the red and black. I just love this. I just love this. I'm so super excited to get to this one. Next one is actually a nonfiction. I have seen this book around. It sounds really interesting. I'm going to be listening to this as an audiobook, and it's this one here. It's called Black in Blues by Imani Perry. This book came out in February, and this is How a Color Tells the Story of My People. So it's a surprising and beautiful meditation on the color blue and its fascinating role in Black history and culture. I have already started this. I've listened to like an hour or so, and I am liking it. I'm not like completely obsessed with it yet, but I'm definitely going to keep giving it a try. It's a short audiobook, only like 9 hours, so I definitely think I'll be able to finish it this week. These two are definitely the priority, as well as Black and Blue, so we'll kind of see how it goes. But there we go. I hope you guys are excited for it. Currently Monday, starting the vlog on a Monday, and I'm currently on consult service. Knock on wood. Haven't had any consults yet, so today is more just an admin day. I don't have any clinic, so I think I'm just gonna go to the library and try to get some work done. I have to do some, try to get some work done. I also really need to edit a video that I meant to put up like 2 weeks ago. It's my spring reset video, so I'm also going to try to edit some of that in the library, and then I am going to start reading a little bit of The Unworthy because I want to take it with me, and then I'll probably get lunch over there. Just try to be out and try to get stuff done. So it is a little bit later. It is almost 6:00 p.m. and obviously I'm back home. Going to the library was really nice. I got all of my work things done, started editing my video. As you saw, I got some sweet greens for lunch and then started reading The Unworthy. And then I came back home and have been reading, editing, relaxing. It's been actually a nice Monday. Haven't gotten any consults, which is still nice. But yeah, I thought I would come and give you all a little update. I honestly don't really know what to say about this book because it's written almost stream of conscious. You're following this woman. I don't know if we've gotten her name yet, actually. She is part of this covenant, kind of. It's called, oh my gosh, something of the sister. It's called the Sacred Sisterhood. We are in this like post-apocalyptic world. There's been like some sort of plague that's been going around, and there basically aren't any animals. And so she's now part of this covenant, and it's all women, but then the head of the covenant is this man that like stays behind a screen. But yeah, they're in this covenant. It's very much cultish. Like they stay in these cells. They have this like strange religion where like their ultimate goal is to be someone called either a chosen or an enlightened, and there's like different roles of the women, or there's different roles of the covenant. It's very strange, and there isn't really much of a plot. You're just following this main character who has joined this covenant some years ago. She doesn't really remember her past, but she is trying to write down everything that happened, and she has to kind of hide what she's writing. And she will sometimes get like flashbacks to what happened, so you're learning a little bit about her past, but also learning about the covenant, learning about some of their strange ways. And then new people can become part of the covenant, but they have to be like a special person to join. So yeah, there isn't really much of a plot. That's all you're getting, and it's very like easy to just keep reading because there aren't any chapter breaks, like no chapter breaks. I'm liking it. I'm not loving it as much as Tender is the Flesh. It's just a very easy read and very interesting. Like I do want to know what happens. I could, I think, finish this tonight if I wanted to. I'm not gonna try to push myself. Yeah, I didn't know if I should come at you until I finish the book, because I don't really have anything to say about it. It's kind of hard to describe exactly what's going on, but I am liking it. I'm not loving it. I'm curious enough to figure out what's gonna happen. So here we go. Once I finish this, probably tomorrow, but who knows, once I finish this, I'll definitely come at you with my final. All right, hi guys, so it is now Wednesday. I didn't come give an update yesterday, but I do have a reading update now. I this morning actually finished The Unworthy by Augustina Bastarrica. Still don't really know how I feel about it. I don't really have anything to say about it, to be honest. As you got more into the story, it definitely got way more interesting. You don't just spend all of your time at this covenant, which is nice, because I think that would have gotten old and boring really fast. Because there's only so many times you can hear about someone trying to torture someone, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then like believing in this weird religion or whatever. But you get our main character. She is unnamed throughout the entire story. You get her past. She starts to remember more things about what happened and how she kind of ended up at this sacred sisterhood. Then the plot really takes off when another woman enters the covenant. I read the last half really quickly, like all this morning. It got really fast paced, really intense. I didn't know what was gonna happen. Interesting, sad, but yeah, overall I don't think I'm gonna really think about this book too much. I liked it. I just wasn't obsessed with it like I was with Tender is the Flesh. And the reason why I love Tender is the Flesh, one, because of the writing, but also because of the social commentary. And this one, I feel like there was like a hint of it. Like there was, the world definitely collapsed because of like climate change, and you get a little bit of, like I said, I don't want to spoil anything of like what happened. You get a little bit of hints of things, but it definitely wasn't, I feel like her goal was to have like some big social commentary aspect, which is totally fine. Probably, I feel like a 3-star, maybe like a 3.5 star for this. Anyways, yeah, I really don't have anything to say about this book, which is kind of sad because I loved Tender is the Flesh. I was so looking forward to her next book. So to just be like, about like my most anticipated release of this year is kind of sad, but you know, it's really fine. So yes, now I have to head to work, and then I think after work I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I will come back and we will start our next. actually Thursday. Last night I did start reading some of Model Home and I was really enjoying it, but I was so tired. Like the workout made me so tired, and then I didn't sleep well the night before. So I literally like read, I think, just a couple chapters and then went to bed. Today I just had work. I had like early morning meetings and work. So nothing really interesting to show you all. I feel like this vlog hasn't been too interesting so far, but sometimes that's how it goes. Model Home, my initial thoughts is that I'm really liking it. I can tell this is going to be a little bit sad because our main character already, her voice is quite sad. The writing is incredible, first of all. The first like couple sentences, I was like, oh, this is going to be amazing. I'll read you the first couple sentences. Maybe my mother is God, and that's why nothing I do pleases her. Maybe my mother is God, and that's why, even though she's never once saved me, I keep praying that this time she will. So far, you're following this main girl. I think we finally did learn her name. Remember, I was very tired reading this. And she has a daughter. She moved to England, and you're kind of got a little bit of their past. Sounds like they had a very intense childhood, intense mother figure. She has like 2 or 3 other sisters. But yeah, I'm going to actually, I think, annotate this book. I think I'm just gonna do simple annotation and just underline nice quotes. I think, we'll see. But yeah, I'm just getting the urge to annotate because it's so beautifully written. It is a little bit later. I can't remember the last time I chatted with you, but there's been quite a few things that have happened. One, I went to go see Kendrick Lamar and SZA's concert with my best friend. I met up with her. I like flew out. She flew out and we met up because it was literally like the only time he was playing on the weekend was in Charlotte, North Carolina. So we went and it was so good. If you guys don't know, I am like, Kendrick is my favorite rapper of all time. And I knew the show was gonna be so good. I have seen him before live, but this was incredible, amazing. Like everyone was just on the same vibe. It was so good. SZA was incredible. Yeah, I loved it so much. I definitely recommend to try to get tickets if you haven't yet. So I went and saw that, and then I think you guys saw I finished Model Home by River Solomon on the plane on the way back, and I really enjoyed this. I give this, I think, a 4 out of 5 stars. This is just like a very sad horror. Like definitely a literary horror. I can't remember anything that I told you about, but you are following our main character Esri, who is non-binary, and their sisters. They stayed in this like really big home. Their parents were very successful in this like white neighborhood. Just had like an awful childhood where just like wild things will happen to them, possibly abuse. They would like wake up in like strange places. There was like a woman without a face in their home, ghosts, and you are following them as adults, mainly our main character, but she has to go back to her hometown and start to see the impacts of that on all of the sisters, which I really loved getting the sisters dynamic, the family dynamics, and then you find out what is going on, and it is so sad. I do think that the ending was a little bit rushed, and I think that if River Solomon really kind of like dragged it out just a little bit more and like delved into it, I think it would have been even more impactful. But I still like really love this. Writing was so incredible, so there's lots of tabbing. It doesn't feel right to say 677 is haunted. 677 was like the number of their home. It doesn't feel right to say 677 is haunted. I can't bring myself to believe in such things, to forgo all reason. But yes, of course it's violent. Its hate for us is so personal. We sometimes weren't sure we hadn't wronged it and just forgot about what we'd done. That is its revenge. Only a serious violation on our part could explain this level of calculated fury. Yeah, this gets really dark, really sad, but I really did enjoy it, and I will be reading more of River Solomon. I'm so glad I finally got to read some of River Solomon. Oh yeah, I really did like this a lot. So before I finish wrapping up this vlog, you guys, you all just saw that I ended up going to the library, which I'm super excited about. Finally got a library card so I could get some books, and I'm so excited. This is completely going to like trash my spring TBR, but I was so excited about this. So actually, when I was in Charlotte, like Sunday, I had some time to kill before my flight, and I did want to, sorry, I don't know what they're doing out there, yard work or something. I did want to go to some independent bookstores, but they were all closed on Sunday, so I went to Barnes & Noble, which I haven't been to Barnes & Noble in a while because you guys know I'm on a book buying ban. All to say, I went to Barnes & Noble and I was sitting around and I was reading, and I picked up this book, What It's Like in Words by Eliza Moss. I saw Jack Edwards talk about this book and it sounded really interesting. I picked it up and I read like 30 pages, I think. And I was getting so mad because you're following this girl. You're following this girl, and it's her account of being in an abusive relationship. And the man from the beginning that she falls in love with is so awful that I was like, I don't want to read this. Like, I mean, at least maybe at first he, like, you could see why she wanted to be in a relationship with him. No, he's just a trash man from the beginning. And so I was like, nah, I don't want to read this. So I didn't end up buying it because I was going to buy it because I've read my 5 books. I needed 5 buy 1, and so I could buy 1. So I was going to buy it maybe, but I was like, no, I don't want to read this. This guy's horrible. Why would I want to read this, right? On the plane, after I left the bookstore, at the airport, on the plane, I kept thinking about this book, and I was like, wait, but like, what happens though? Like, what else is gonna happen? I kept thinking about it, so I got it from the library. I am excited to read it, to see what is all gonna happen. It's an easy read, but still written very well. And I'm liking how this author is kind of delving into memories and how tricky it is to like remember things, and how much can we trust our memories. I don't know, it's written really interesting. Anyways, you're not here to hear about this, but I got this one, which I'm excited about. And of course, while I was there, it's so hard not to just get a ton of books while you're at the library because it's free. So I did get Loca, which is one that I also was thinking about buying soon, after my book buying ban, but now I just have it from the library. This is Loca by Alejandro Heredia, and this one I've heard good things about. I can't remember from whom, but this one, you are following best friends Sal and Charo building their dreams in New York City. Okay, so sad people in New York City, you guys know that's one of my favorite things. It's gonna be another sad literary novel. You guys know I love those. This one I saw there is All Fours by Marina July. This is a book that I keep seeing this is one that's like, I was not that interested in it. I remember seeing it at the bookstore when it first came out. I read the inside blurb and I was like, that doesn't sound that interesting. I put it back. Everyone and their mom keeps talking about it, how good it is. And I think this is now on the Women's Prize short list. Oh my God, everybody and their mom won't stop talking about it. So I'm like, fine, I'm gonna read it so I can have my own opinion. Especially now that I saw it at the library, I'm like, yes, done, I will read it. Oh, what I got from the library, I'm definitely inclined to read it. I think this is about like a mom who needs to get away from motherhood, and she tells them she's gonna go away for like a week or a drive or something, and then ends up spending some time at a motel. So this is my little library book haul, which I'm very excited to get to these books. So with all of that, let's wrap up the vlog. I did end up only reading 2 books for this new release vlog. I did not read any more of the audiobook that I told you all about. I have the hardest time picking up audiobooks. It's just not a habit for me. I need to get better at it, so I didn't read any of this. But you guys saw I finished The Unworthy by Augustina Bastarrica. 3 out of 5 stars. I haven't really thought about it since I finished it. And again, don't really have anything else to say. And then model home, 4 out of 5 stars. So happy I finally got to some Rivers Solomon. So yes, I hope you all enjoyed this kind of random sporadic reading vlog. Yeah, I'm excited. I have some good plans, reading vlog plans coming up this month, so I hope you guys are excited about it, and I'll catch you all in my next one. Bye.